All right, y'all, let's continue down our Metabo-Launch journey. To recap, every diet basically known to man destroys your metabolism, like we talked about last segment. Basically, your body's gone into battery saver mode and we're not burning as many calories. I don't know if you realize this, but there's never been a reunion episode to The Biggest Loser. Thousands of pound loss, but they've never revisited and gone, see, look who's still thin. Because the answer is no one, really. It's about 98.5% of the people on that show gain all the weight back. That's because they've crushed their metabolism. Not only that, but they're living in a completely unsustainable lifestyle. They're basically prisoners. They have trainers yelling and screaming at them and putting them through workouts 6 hours a day. They're living off under 1,000 calories a day. And guess what happens when they enter the real world again? Their body grabs onto it. Their brain is trying to achieve homeostasis. And so the hormonal secretions, everything's saying gain all the weight back. It's throwing everything back into the fat cells. And that's the cycle we see time and time again. 9 times out of 10, when somebody loses weight, they usually gain it back. The reason I call this course Metabo-Launch is because it's resetting the metabolism. I've always had what I felt was a slow metabolism. Matter of fact, I used to joke that I could smell a donut and gain half a pound. That's the way that I felt. I never was able to, if I was able to get lean, it was never gonna last more than a couple months until I went back into the real world again and gained it all back. Well, everything I read in this book, The Obesity Code by Dr. Jason Fung, it said that if we heal the real problem, back to diabetes like we talked about, diabetes isn't a problem with blood sugar, that's a symptom. The problem about diabetes is that insulin doesn't work anymore. Well, guess what? There's 1,000 levels of what's called insulin resistance. You don't just all of a sudden wake up and go, oh, you have diabetes. It climbs. Your A1C, your glucose levels, it climbs, and you become pre-diabetic, and then more pre-diabetic, and then diabetic. Well, just like we can reset that, you can reset your own metabolism. During my contests, after the 56 days where I lost 45 pounds, you may remember from the first segment, that next month I was eating burgers, I was eating pizza, I was eating normal food again. However, I was staying within an eating window of 8 hours, and I was fully expecting to gain some of that weight back, probably 5 pounds. Well, not only did I not gain that 5 pounds back, I actually lost 15 more when I really wasn't trying to lose weight. And I proved the book correct, because those first 2 months, I was hardcore, I was perfect. My fasting schedule was perfect. I was low carb, but that last 30 days, I was eating very normal, just within a smaller period of time. And what I proved is what the book said, is that my insulin was no longer resistant. It was actually hypersensitive. Basically, that's a scientific term for fast metabolism. Insulin resistant, slow metabolism. Insulin hypersensitive, fast metabolism. So here I am 3 years later. I live with a six-pack because I believe in intermittent fasting. I live that. It's not for weight loss, it's for health, it's for anti-aging. And I've healed insulin resistance. So now I can actually eat a donut now and again and not gain the weight back. So let's talk about the plan, okay? The plan, intermittent fasting, as you can see here, I live on an 8-hour eating window for 3 years now, even after the weight loss. For maintaining my weight, for health, for anti-aging, I only eat for 8 hours a day. Now, we're gonna talk about how you can adjust that window later in this segment. But basically, if I'm gonna go to bed at 11 o'clock at night, which is pretty typical for me, I stop eating by 8 p.m. so that I have 3 hours before I go to sleep where I haven't consumed any food. That would say that my starting of eating time would be noon. So from 12 to 8 is my typical eating window. Now, when I'm a little fluffy, when I'm getting ready to go on vacation and peacock around the pool deck and I want to trim down a little bit, I get into a 6-hour eating window. And for most of you that are trying to lose weight watching this video, that's where we need to get you. 6 hours where you can eat food. And there's, those of you have probably talked to people, or you yourself have tried intermittent fasting, But if I talk to 100 people that think or say that they do intermittent fasting, my experience is only 5 of them are doing it right. The other 95 are inadvertently screwing the process up. Now, if you can remember from previous segments, the reason intermittent fasting works is not calories, it's hormones. Adrenaline, serotonin, growth hormone, highly elevated. Well, the caveat of that is if you are not perfect fasting, you get none of that hormonal advantage. For example, like I said, when you're at 16 hours fasted, your pituitary is dumping 5 times normal growth hormone. Well, if I'm at 12 hours when I wake up and I brush my teeth with toothpaste, with normal Crest toothpaste, you actually break your fast. Your glucose from the toothpaste is absorbed through your gums, and your brain sends a signal to the pancreas to secrete insulin. And that's even if you have a 0-calorie artificially sweetened toothpaste. Same with chewing gum. You pop a 0-calorie stick of chewing gum, you're going to have an insulin secretion, and you're going to lose the adrenaline, you're going to lose the serotonin, you're going to lose the elevated growth hormone. So, perfect fasting. I always say you don't have to eat perfectly, you have to fast perfectly. That's the beauty of this plan, is perfect fasting, and if you're not perfect when you're eating, it's okay. You can still lose weight that way. I've done it. No toothpaste with any kind of sweetener in it. What I use in the morning is hydrogen peroxide. I swish it till it foams, and then I brush with the foam. It's really good for your teeth, actually kills bad breath. It's good for you. Now at night, regardless of what time I go to bed, I use toothpaste. Okay? Toothpaste at night, hydrogen peroxide in the morning. Creamer in your coffee. I talk to a lot of people. They drink coffee, oh, it's right, but they put cream in it. Or they put Splenda in it, 0-calorie Splenda. Like I said, there's still an insulin secretion. Can't do it. Big part of fasting is actually breaking the fast. You know, they always say that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. No, it's not. Break fast is the most important meal of the day. Okay? We don't need to put those 2 words together. Breaking the fast is crucial. Like I said, when at the end of a fast, your body is flooded with enzymes, with hormones, all working to open up fat cells, pull the glucose out, and give your body energy. Well, like I said, your brain's going to try to do everything it can to refill those fat cells and achieve homeostasis. So, you have a fatty meal, you have fried chicken, you have even a cheeseburger. All the fat within that meal is going to get grabbed on. It's going to bypass the liver. It's going to go straight into fat cells. And so breaking the fast is crucial. That first hour, 45 minutes to an hour, here's the rules. You can only have lean protein. What does that mean? Protein shake. Chicken breast. Many times I'll be in a grocery store. I was just earlier today, grabbed a rotisserie chicken, tear off a breast, hot sauce, eat the chicken breast, and then wait an hour, and then I can have a sandwich. I can have a normal meal with my buddy. So, to be fair, my 12 to 8 eating schedule is really 1 to 8. I'm breaking my fast from 12 to 1, and then I have a normal meal at 1 o'clock. People ask me all the time, well, Clifton, can you give me a diet plan? No, I'm not going to give you a diet plan. I'm not going to tell you what to eat. I'm going to simply tell you, don't be an idiot. Y'all know what's good and what's bad, but don't be an idiot when you're eating, and fast perfectly. Break your fast the right way. The reason our clients and myself have had success is because of the way we model this plan. This can seem very rigid, but it's really not that rigid. My plan is we lose weight Monday through Friday, okay? Quite honestly, because I like to enjoy my weekends. So I'd rather be a little more hardcore Monday through Friday and enjoy my weekend. As you can see, we stay in the lane on the weekends. We swerve a little bit, but we still stay in the lanes. Okay? The goal is to lose weight Monday through Friday and try not to gain weight on the weekends. Inevitably, Inevitably, I'm going to be a little fluffy Monday morning because I do gain a pound or two on the weekends. We're going to talk about that in a second. But Monday through Friday, live the schedule. Now, one of the cool things is adjusting your window. I mentioned, you don't have to be a freak about this plan. Matter of fact, Monday night I had a softball game, and it was Monday Night Football. I knew I was going to have a couple drinks, maybe some food after the softball game, and that's going to be outside of my eating window. So instead of eating at 12, I ate at 3 o'clock on Monday, and I gave myself 3 hours later in my window to eat and drink. So I'm constantly looking at my social calendar, my plan, and I'm adjusting that window. So instead of eating at 12, I may eat at 2 o'clock if I need to be 2 hours later to eat. Like I said, I typically wake up Monday morning a little fluffy, a little puffy, but I believe in what's called Make Up Monday. Make Up Monday is something I came up with a while back because we're talking about 16 and 18-hour fasts. Well, 24-hour fasts are actually phenomenal for anti-aging, for cell autophagy, for detoxification, and especially losing fat. So what I do on Sunday is I typically watch football, have some barbecue, drink some beers throughout the day, and I stop eating and drinking at Sunday night at 6 p.m., no later. I work on Monday, I wake up. I don't know if you guys have heard me say this before, but Tony Robbins, he says to come to one of his seminars fasted. Why do you think he'd say that? Well, adrenaline, epinephrine, serotonin, growth hormone, those hormones, they all make your brain work better. They make you faster, they make you more clear, they make you think better. Well, it's incredible what happens in the body when it's not bogged down digesting food. So Mondays are my busiest day of the week anyway. And I want to be on full functioning, I want to be firing, I want to be efficient. And I get so much done on Monday because I'm not eating. I do not eat till 6 p.m. Monday night. So Sunday night, 6 p.m., I stop eating, and I do not eat again till Monday at 6 p.m. I call that Make Up Monday because I make up for the weekend of having a good time, swerving a little bit, all in one day. And what happens is Tuesday morning, I wake up, lean and mean, feeling tight, ready to get back on the train. So this is the difference between my plan and a lot of people's plan is you can live with this plan. You can be a normal person on this plan, and you can lose 2-3 pounds every freaking week on this plan. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap up this segment. What I'd like you to do before watching the next segment is actually plan your eating window. Hopefully getting to 6 hours. Now, if you're just getting into intermittent fasting, you may want to take just a couple days, 2-3 days, be on an 8-hour window, and then quickly get into a 6-hour window to really accelerate that weight loss. On the next segment, get ready for the shortcuts, okay? The hacks. I call these Cliff Notes. So we're gonna dive right into that next segment. Stay tuned, let's go.